Most people think they know roughly where their money goes. Then they actually sit down and look at their bank statements, and they're shocked, eating out random online purchases, subscription fees they forgot about. The money was there. It just had no direction. That's exactly what a budget fixes. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to build one from scratch, step by step, plus the strategies that actually work depending on your personality and situation. Let's get into it. Before we dive into the how, let's talk about the why, because a lot of people think budgeting is just about restriction. It's not. A budget is a written plan for how you want to spend your money. The key word there is want. When you budget, you're making decisions ahead of time. So when the moment comes, a bill, a night out, an unexpected expense, you already know what you're doing. You're not guessing. You're not hoping. You're in control. And here's what's really powerful. Budgeting is what makes everything else possible. Paying off debt, building an emergency fund, saving for a house, eventually investing in building wealth, none of that happens consistently without a budget underneath it. All right, let's build one. There are 9 steps, but don't let that intimidate you. Most of them are quick. Step 1, figure out your income. Write down everything coming in each month. Your paycheck, any side income, government benefits, child support, investments, whatever it is. If you're self-employed or your income varies, look at last year's total and divide by 12 to get a monthly average. Always use your take-home amount after taxes. Step 2, list your mandatory expenses. These are the things you have to pay: rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, transportation, loan payments, childcare. Don't assign numbers yet, just get everything on paper. Step 3, list your discretionary expenses. These are the wants: gym memberships, streaming services, eating out, shopping, travel. Also include savings goals here for now, like your emergency fund or retirement contributions. They're not truly optional, but we'll treat them as flexible while you're getting started. Step 4, estimate what you spend. Before looking at any statements, write down what you think you spend in each category. This step matters more than you'd think. Step 5, compare that to what you actually spend. Now pull up 3 months of bank or credit card statements and find out what you really spent. Most people find at least one category that surprises them, and that gap between what you thought and what actually happened is exactly why you need a budget. Step 6, set spending limits. Start with mandatory expenses, subtract those from your income, and whatever's left is what you have to work with for everything else. Your total budget cannot exceed your income. That's the rule. Step 7, look for places to cut. If you're spending more than you make, start with discretionary expenses. Then look at mandatory ones. Could you lower your insurance, spend less on groceries, or cut a utility bill? If you still can't make it work, it might be time to think about increasing your income through a raise, a part-time job, or gig work. Step 8, track your spending throughout the month. Set a limit, then stick to it. If you go over in one category, you can pull from another, but you need to check before you spend, not after. Step 9, plan the next month. At the end of the month, review what happened, adjust your categories, and look ahead. Any big expenses coming up? Quarterly insurance? Holiday gifts? A car registration? Build those in now so they don't catch you off guard. Now, different budgeting systems work for different people. Here are the 4 most popular ones. The envelope budget is the most hands-on. You pull out cash at the start of the month and put it into labeled envelopes. One for groceries, one for gas, one for eating out, and so on. When the envelope is empty, you're done spending in that category. It's simple and brutally effective, especially if you tend to swipe your card without thinking. The 50-30-20 budget is great if you want something simple and goal-focused. 50% of your after-tax income goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. Clean, easy to remember, easy to start. The $0 budget is for people who really want to get a grip on their spending. Every single dollar of income gets assigned to a category. Nothing is left unaccounted for. It takes more effort, but it gives you the clearest picture of where your money is going. The 5-category budget is a good middle ground if you have some wiggle room financially. It works like this: up to 35% for housing, 25% for living expenses and discretionary spending, 15% for transportation, 15% for debt payoff, and 10% for savings. None of these is the right one. The right one is the one you'll actually use. If you've tried budgeting before and given up, here's how to make it easier this time. Use a budgeting app like YNAB or Mint. They import your transactions automatically, categorize them, and show you exactly where you stand. Way less manual work. Automate everything you can. Set your rent, loan payments, and savings transfers to go out automatically on payday. You can't accidentally spend money that's already been moved. Check your budget for 5 minutes every day, morning or evening, just a quick look. It keeps you from being surprised and helps you catch problems before they snowball. If you share finances with a partner, use a shared account or app so you're both looking at the same numbers. Budgeting fights usually come from one person feeling blindsided. Transparency fixes that. And finally, work toward a specific goal. An emergency fund, a vacation, getting out of credit card debt, whatever matters to you. Having a real reason keeps you motivated when the month gets tough. Here's the last thing I want to leave you with. Budgeting isn't something you do until you're fixed. It's something you keep doing even when things are going well, because a budget isn't about restriction, it's about awareness. It's about making sure your money is going where you actually want it to go, instead of just disappearing. The first 2 or 3 months are the hardest. After that, it becomes second nature. And once you've got it down, everything else in your financial life gets easier. Paying off debt, saving, investing, building real wealth. So pick a method, start this month, and don't wait for the perfect moment. The best time to start is right now. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe. New personal finance videos every week, and let me know in the comments. Which budgeting method are you going to try? I read every single one. See you next time.